Bless you.
I finished my coughing spree before the recording started, so we're good. The recording started. We're not gonna go like hello and welcome.
We just did. Yeah. Hello, welcome. This is we're lads and we're doing a thing.
Yeah, we're doing the thing.
Yeah.
I'm
I'll
Tyler.
for Steve to say.
Oh, I'm Steven. I'm playing a character that'll be introduced later.
I'm David. I'm playing a character that'll be introduced later.
I'm Ken, the Dungeon Master.
I'm Michael, and I will also be playing a character that will be introduced later.
So everyone has their secret characters.
Whoa.
Very.
All right,
I mean,
so we're
if
going to
they're
start
looking,
off
you can see
with, this is the map that you can currently see that I wanted to use for these guys' adventure. We are in dire shade. I just put a big circle. I'll have more of the town stuff fleshed out. I was doing that, but it's roughly like a medium-sized town. You can pretty much find most of the races and everything there. There's a lot of different shops and things like that. Let me see here. Down here is the capital, Mistdale, down along the coast over there. That's going to be like a giant, large town. That I'm sure will come up someday. But we're going to start off in dire shade for all these guys. It's sort of right at where, like Pittsburgh, right where two rivers come together.
Very nice. Hey, Metro Hall's up there.
So there's a lot of trade and things like that with those. And then we're just going to, we'll slowly fill in the rest of the map as the adventures go on. But this is, I think, a good basis for stuff to start out with.
Yeah.
You have all been recently recruited and brought here.
Oh, this is sick.
Okay, so I found this is a good starting one. All of your tokens are up at the top of the second floor there.
Hold up, Ken. I got one to drop in. I'm gonna upload it first, so. Ooh. Oh, I'm not in DM mode, so I can't upload anything. Hold up.
What were you trying to do?
I was gonna upload the token I just made 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
All right.
I love my token already. Beautiful.
I have tokens thrown up there for everybody.
All right, I'll use that one for now.
Yeah, if you wanted to give me the other thing, I can do that.
Yeah.
The guy that is the big token.
Yes, in the middle.
He is named Henzo.
Henzo?
Henzo.
Interesting.
He's the guy that runs this guild. He seems overall like a general good guy. He looks very much like the picture when I saw it. It was perfect. He's like this. He kind of looks like an overweight merchant with a big floppy head and that crazy mustache, beard and stuff he's got on there. But as he strides around, you can see that at some point he definitely had muscle underneath all that. He has a he's fairly charismatic demeanor, and he had just sort of he just sort of showed up and just seemed to like know he was looking for you at the time when you were recruited. He even seemed to like know who you were and things like that. Like as he came out to, as if he came out to recruit people, he already knew who he was looking for. And he brought you back to here and said, "Oh, make yourself at home. Upstairs on the second floor, there's a bunch of bedrooms that you all can take." And he kind of just tells you how he's starting up a mercenary guild. And I don't know, but I'm gonna go through the whole thing anyway. So he's starting off a mercenary guild. He wants to take jobs to make money. Which definitely intrigued a lot of you guys. But he also says, I really want to focus on taking jobs where we're at least going to have the ability to do good around the area. He said that's like super important to me. So you all agree that sounds pretty awesome. So he says, I got this place here. There's like some food stocked in there's like pantries and various things. As you go around and do things, you notice that in the few days you're here, occasionally like a mess that might get made or something, like you'll walk back a little later and it'll be all cleaned up. But you don't really see people around doing any cleaning. The only person you ever really see here is him. So
interesting. Can I, as a little magical man, just kind of like do a little Arcana check, take a look around, like try and figure out why there's just random things being cleaned up.
Do you want to describe our characters first?
Yeah, how about we do that first? Yeah.
Who's going first?
From left to right, Malcolm.
I am playing the character Malcolm Valen. He is a wizard, a young, rash wizard who has a twin brother that will be introduced at some point. And he
spoilers.
He likes throwing fireballs and fiery things, and he's kind of a practical joker. He used to run liquor for a group, and is known to be quite an excellent brewer of spirits and beer.
Right. Yeah. So so all the stuff you're saying, you're basing it on the fact that you guys have had a couple days of just sort of hanging out here.
Yeah.
The next person over is a probably just over 6 foot young lad. His name's Sir Montgomery Dufour the Fourth. He seems to be. He's clad in this like very nice shiny armor. He's got a few scratches on it, nothing too bad. But he does carry a shield and with a fancy. It's a black background with a red scale on it. But otherwise, he looks like he hasn't been in many battles. He has a bit of a scratch on his cheek that looks like it's fairly recent. But otherwise, looks like he's pretty new to this whole adventuring thing.
Who's Monty?
That was me. I was just.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
Who?
right.
Neldar. Who's Neldar?
Yeah, it's my turn. I am playing Neldor. He is a just under 6 foot, cladded in black, bard, rogue. He's a little sneaky, but he's good natured in heart, and he's quick of wit and quick with a joke and quick with a laugh.
Cute.
I'm not sure how to switch my character's
Your name, the
name
setting,
here from.
the setting
Top
gear in the
right
top
gear,
right.
display name.
Display name.
I'm
Jake's
sorry,
youngest
where?
hero.
What? Oh, display name. Okay. But I am playing Scalar, and he has been a little mysterious. He's wearing a fairly heavy cloak with the hood up kind of all the time, but you see a kind of snout nose with scales, black scales kind of sticking out of it. His hands kind of have not really claws, just like really sharper nails with scales, black scales all the way down the arms as far as you can see. He can do some magic, but he's kind of kept quiet for the most part as to what he's about. He likes mushrooms. The food.
Not the drug.
Does he have mushrooms growing on his?
Well, he has not tried them. No, he does not. He has.
He's not tried mushrooms.
It's like
Okay.
his favorite food.
Oh.
Gotcha.
He's not like completely
Sway him.
quiet, but where is the name? All right, that's everybody.
All right.
Galar would be looking for work right away, mostly for coin, or perhaps, I mean, if it was helping out any sort of magical source or institution, that's what he would be interested in at first. But that's what I'm interested in first.
Oh, and sorry, one more thing that you would have noticed. Monty's coin purse actually seems to have like a scratch in it with a hole in it. So it's pretty obvious that he's running on nothing, despite looking so, I guess, furnished and so noble.
So he was robbed.
Cool.
Ooh.
So I have gotten basic backstories from most of you, and I started to throw notes on there of things I wanted to put in there. So the plan this week is take those and like send them back to you to add in the stuff that I think would be cool to have in them.
Sounds good.
Or
I will send you
flesh
mine
that
later.
stuff out a little bit more.
And where is that again? That was you shared that to our emails. You're talking about the Google Drive.
I haven't sent anything yet.
Okay.
My plan this week is I will send the stuff out to everybody as that as well. I didn't really want to get like this adventure is not really going to revolve around anyone's backgrounds or any kind of stuff like that yet. I just wanted to kind of get you guys in and show the stuff, and then we'll just keep building from here.
Mm.
So yeah, you guys are here for a couple days. You hang out. It's a pretty nice place. I mean, he's got some nice rooms, beds. There's like a food pantry, and when he brings you in, he says, "Oh, help yourself to whatever for food and things like that. Get yourself just kind of settled in here." And then he says, in that room that you guys are in right now, yeah, it's sort of like a. Oh, go ahead.
Over the past few days, have we noticed anybody else besides him, like any other mercenaries, or?
Not yet.
Okay.
It appears that you guys are the first to have been recruited. You do see.
Very nice place.
As you walk around, you kind of see there's like various paintings of other individuals that have might have like little name plaques or whatever. Sometimes kind of like some scenes. You see a few scenes that kind of show like a few sort of angelic beings that kind of play out stuff. If anybody has like religion, they can roll a religion check on those.
I do it. Let me look. See if I do. I think I do. You said religion? I do not. I lied.
All right.
For Bart?
And then you see a few other like you'll see the symbols of Chiron and stuff around as well, and a couple of like maybe above a fireplace or things like that. Overall, it's got like nice materials. It's well kept. Overall, the place.
Ken, is that a on the lower hall's top right? Is that a lab? A wizard lab?
Yeah. There would be like that kind of stuff around that you would find.
Can Skalar spend a little time in there doing something?
Sure. I mean, it's not like you're not going to find like if you're looking for super expensive materials or any stuff, but you find just like a basic
testing stuff. That's really all I was looking for. Okay, because all right, I guess I'll just kind of describe what he's doing. If I don't really think anyone would be watching, he would kind of try to do it like at a time when he'd be alone, but just for funsies, he is going to roll up his sleeve and then take out a or find a clean dagger, and he's going to slice off a scale off of his forearm, where it won't be too particularly irritating. And then he's going to start running like just simple magic tests or whatever simple chemical tests like Toril or 5e happens to have for testing magic stuff.
Okay.
Just looking at it, trying to determine properties, trying to
Yeah, all right.
look
So
at
I know
that sort of
where
thing.
you're going with that, and we will have discussions over this next week to do all this stuff.
Sure, we might with the 6. All the 6 are kind of.
So yeah, so it's like you're doing stuff. Oh, interesting, and even though it's
My arm's
It's
still
like-
bleeding.
it's like when in The Nightmare Before Christmas, he does things and like a color blows up, and you're like, ooh, interesting, and you're like, but I don't
Yes.
know what that means.
What does it mean?
Where is
Love
this
it.
lab? What are the chances
bottom
that
floor.
Malcolm walks by as he's watching?
I specifically
He's
said that I was trying
alone.
to.
Okay.
I was specifically trying to do it like at a time when it would be on, probably at nighttime. If you want to roll like a chance, maybe.
Malcolm wants to figure out the mystery of the cleaning things. That's what Malcolm wants to do. He's not usually one for such a fine task, but he's intrigued by the fact that he leaves a mess and it disappears.
Did you give me a Arcana check?
Yes.
I can. Oh, who did?
Oh no, I did.
You did, right? Did you for the stuff getting cleaned and everything?
Nope. I'm doing that right now.
I will. Okay, so after he had kind of says, "Okay, I'll be back in like 2 days," and he wanted to like meet you in that room upstairs where all your tokens had been originally. It's kind of decked out as sort of like a meeting room area, almost like a mini war room kind of thing. So you guys are in there, like sitting around the table waiting, and the door opens up, and he comes in. He's got like a scroll in his hand. You see him frequently, carrying papers around when you do see him. He's got one in his hand, and there's like these 2 candles that are kind of floating behind him as he comes in, kind of giving him some extra light. And he says, "We have been given our first job." That I've been contacted by Lord Colcom. If anybody
Yeah, would
wanted to
Colcom.
do
Yeah, do I
like
know history?
history,
history, yeah.
or
I'm on that.
Good history. I'm on that too.
Well, because I have
Yes.
no. Oh, okay, I was gonna say I have a noble background. That's why I was thinking I might know more about the
History.
hordes.
No, well, I rolled the buzz. That's
COL,
That's
COLM? Colcom?
Investigate, you said?
No, you said
Yeah.
history. Or you want to investigate?
Well, no, history is fine unless you would rather do investigation.
I would rather do investigation now.
Okay, sorry, I did not get a chance to say that before. Everybody
Yes,
was
I
throwing
know.
those out there.
I have heard of him.
Shit.
Yeah.
Deception.
So during your time of walking around, you have heard of him because you had kind of
I
got
was
used to
lying.
keeping track of nobles and stuff.
He was literally lying.
I was lying because I don't have history. I have deception though, so I'm just thinking,
Obviously, you
telling
don't know
people that I
shit.
know what I'm doing.
Maybe we've heard of him. We've heard the name before.
Neldor knows nothing, Mr. Deception.
But he
You
critted, so
think-
you think that he knows something.
Neldor starts to pretend like he knows stuff.
Does anybody know anything from their roles or no?
Nodding his head.
You, Monty, I was going to give advantage to with your history roll being a noble. Realize that Neldor is completely full of crap and what he's trying to throw out there. Because you have heard of him before. He's just one of the local nobles. He's not like a super powerful one. He does a lot of like merchant type stuff.
Gotcha.
From what you know, he seems to be you've never heard of him not being anything less than like a decent person. Like he, there's no like scandals that you've ever heard of or anything like that about him.
So it's a good dude.
So he says, I have the contract here, and he kind of puts it down on the table, and it says he's hired you because he has like a group of his ships, and some of them recently have been going missing. So he has hired us to figure out what is going on and to retrieve, hopefully, any crew members that are still alive, and any, if you can actually find some that may have any of the stuff that was being carried, that would be awesome as well. He said there was one crew member who he said I have brought back who managed to actually escape, but he's the only like crew member that we've ever found. And he said,
you found him. He's there.
Yeah, he's I have him. He's sitting downstairs at the table, like he's like eating some food and stuff to help, kind of help keep him calm and whatever. He looked like on his way back, he like had to trek back through the woods, and he was attacked by a wolf on the way. So his one leg is a little bit messed up, but he did manage to survive and get back.
Well, okay. Should we take a look? Do we have a healer? Is anyone a healer?
No.
The bard.
have healing word.
Yeah.
Well,
he says,
we should last long.
The job is going to be worth 500 gold.
Oh, shit.
And he said 100 of which I will put into the guild bank to help fund things like getting food and all that other kind of stuff for here. And then we'll take the rest and split it out amongst you guys.
Lit.
Sounds like a fair price.
Well, let's go.
So it's about 100 gold pieces each. So.
It's not bad.
All right.
So,
Well, let's
Yeah,
talk to this crewmate then.
For like finding some ships and talking to a traumatized person. That's okay.
Because things are always as easy as they appear to be.
We'll have to have later on.
Yes. Okay. We'll go talk to what was his name? What was the guy's name?
He says down in the kitchens. His name is Ryan.
All right. Scalar will go to the kitchen. I don't know. He will gesture for everyone to. All right, let's go talk.
I will
Go
follow.
to the kitchen, I guess. I mean,
All right, we find him. How's he look?
All right, so as you enter into the kitchen, you see this kid. He's got to be 16, 17. He's still young. He's sort of got that like young, scrawny kind of frame where he hasn't really like filled out yet. And he's just like kind of sitting there like eating a bunch of food and stuff because, kids that age eat tons of food, and his is an opportunity to eat, so he's not going to miss that one. As you come in, he kind of like hears you guys and looks up, and he's kind of like seems a little shy. You see, like he's in like a sailor garb. The clothes they're not like super rich, whatever, but they're clean, they're well mended, they're maintained and stuff. And then you see like on the one leg, he's got like giant like wraps put down, and there's like a little cane thing that it looks like he was using to help walk around. And as you come in, he kind of stands up and is like, "Oh,
I'll clear my throat. Ryan?
Yeah, that's me.
Do you mind if we ask some questions?
Oh, no, not at all. That's what I was told I was here to do.
Okay.
Lord
He's gonna.
Colcom, he definitely wants your guys' help.
Okay, tell us everything you know, and he's gonna step back.
All right, so he'll tell you how he was actually out. Like he had just got this job a couple weeks ago, and they were like kind of teaching him a little bit of stuff. And this was actually his first trip of going up the river to one of the trading ports. They were taking some wool they had that he had bought from somebody else, and they were shipping it further up the river. And everything had been going pretty well. He was starting to learn some stuff, but he's still, like I said, he's still pretty green and doesn't really, no, but he seemed, you get the sense overall that he was pretty happy on the ship and thought it was pretty cool and stuff. And then he said all of a sudden, this giant whirlpool thing appeared, and it just started swirling the ship around and around and around. And I panicked and I forgot to like grab onto stuff, and I got thrown overboard into the water. And
You swam all the way back?
Well, I managed to swim myself to shore, but I watched as the ship got pulled in, and it looked like at the very middle of it there was like a glowing kind of light, and then all of a sudden the ship was gone. And then a few seconds later, everything calmed down, the water. So I made my way back. And then he tells you about like the wolf attack and how he like beat it off with a stick and stuff. And
Oh, good job.
he seems pretty like proud of himself for that. And
Or he's lying.
and then he says, "Well, you can see
Insight.
it." Like,
yeah, I'm gonna insight.
And so yeah, like
I mean, I honestly believe him, but I would insight either way.
I don't, but
neither one of you have any reason to think he's lying about it.
okay. So he didn't fall and pretend like he fought off a wolf.
So yeah, where can you point to on a map where this happened?
Yeah, he says it was like swing back to the map. So Henzio like pulls a map out. He sets it on the table, and it happens to be this map, just like this.
Wow, what a coincidence.
It's a
So where we're
popular
at,
printing.
it is.
Here.
So like these rivers that come down, like the one that comes from the forest down is like, I'm trying to think of like something that would be like local. Like it'd be barely big enough to have like a big ship go down it. Like it's probably just deep enough to do that, but you wouldn't really be able to fit too much of that. The other one that comes down like from like the Hark River, that one that comes down, those are like pretty big. Like if you've ever seen Pittsburgh, it'd be like sort of that. But then it turns into this one that where they meet together. It's like a really wide river. Like it's super big. So a lot of like big ships can go up and down like through there. Not much goes up to the forest area. So just to give it a scale, like they're pretty good sized rivers though. Anyway, he points that it's sort of up. It was up that way,
There.
probably like maybe 10 miles up. So it was sort of like right around there.
Here-ish.
Yeah. So we were heading up that way to Oral Bar. We go up there sometimes. And that's when that happened.
Very interesting.
So is Lord Colcom, is he in Dire Shade as well, or?
Yeah, he's like one of the local lords in this, and right.
Will he speak with
He's
us?
like,
Does it matter?
I It'd probably
mean-
take a couple of days. I don't know if he would have much more information. He's the one that
Okay.
hired you to do this, so.
Okay. So
That's
he
what I
would have given
figured.
us all
Didn't
the
think
information.
we'd get any more.
Right. Yeah, he just hires this dude, and he hires Henzio, and then gives him all the information you guys are supposed to have.
Okay.
So do we know if these other ships that have sunk, have they sunk around the same area, or do we not know?
They wouldn't know, but he knows that the ones that have disappeared have all gone out that way.
Okay.
They've been all ships that have been going that same way, but since no one ever came back, he would never know exactly what happened.
I didn't know if like they were stopping at like Zelbros or whatever, and they never made it there or something.
Yeah, he really they don't know.
Okay.
He said what Lord. So what the Lord told me was all the ships went up this way. This is the only one where we had a witness that saw anything that we know of.
Interesting.
And then, like he
All
said,
right.
there was like a giant whirlpool that just appeared all of a sudden and just sort of sucked the ship down. In the middle of the whirlpool, though, he could see like a glowy light.
Glowy light. Would any of you two know about that?
Magical?
Gesturing at Neldor or Skalar and Malcolm.
I'm not the one for glowing lights. I'm the one
The
for
ships had a glowing
boom,
light
boom,
on them.
boom.
It was in the water, he said, where
Like the
Oh, okay.
like the middle of the whirlpool had like a glowing light, and then as the ship kind of got towards the middle of the whirlpool, then he said it just all of a sudden disappeared, and then a few seconds later, the whirlpool just like settled down and was gone,
Sorry, you had
and
to
the
repeat
water was
yourself.
like calm again.
Right. Well, I mean, that doesn't really sound like a. I don't know much about whirlpools, but doesn't sound like a very natural whirlpool. Aren't those usually in, I don't know, the ocean, not
would
a
assume
river? So it
Assume
might be
so.
something. So it's probably something causing it, but if it's magic or just
That's what I
big,
was
who
saying. I didn't
knows?
know if you like as a magic man, as I guess you could call yourself. I didn't know if you've ever heard of stories of this sort of
He's
thing.
gonna grunt. He's gonna grunt at Magic Man. But
Sorry, magician. Excuse me.
no. I'll grunt harder at that. No, I have
Magicians?
not heard anything.
Practicer of the arcane arts. Huh? I give
That'd
you
be
a
me.
nudge.
So, are we ready to go yet?
You good, friend?
Uh,
You not like
I'll be
magic?
your best. I'll be your best friend. Let's just go. Stop talking about me.
Okay.
Yeah, let's make our way over to the original shipwreck. Want to give Ryan a pat on the shoulder and thank him for his service? Send him on his way. Attempting
Okay,
not to
so
hit any
what-
of the scratches.
Well, it's just his leg, so
Oh, okay.
unless you're smacking him in the leg, then you should be fine.
Cav him.
Unless there's something we need to know about Mr. Monty
I'm a cav.
and little
slayer.
boys, but in which case, I guess we continue on our way.
All right, so what would be the plan then? How would you like?
Well, it's off the beaten path, so no. Actually, let's go down the road to cross, and then down.
Something like that is our best bet.
15 miles.
Yeah. So
You get on that landmass there, and
It's not a bad idea.
then go to the high moor. Just cause.
Yeah, probably.
No.
There could be something about-
Cool. Yeah,
right.
let's.
If we leave by
travel.
midday, we can maybe sleep around here and then use the rest of the half of the day the next day to get down. Or unless we can just travel there in one day. I don't know.
Well, it would be officially the mile markers.
Yeah, it was 15
Correct,
miles. It said
so.
it was correct.
I was about 10, I thought. Well, going out and around that way is probably about 15. Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight shots about 10. Yeah.
Well, we're not gonna swim.
So that would probably take.
I'm gonna swim 2 miles.
2 miles across.
I mean, it'd be a lot to walk in like one day, but you could probably get there.
We'd be there at nighttime, though.
Right. Like if you pushed it, you could probably
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
make it the
I
whole
think
way.
camping like a couple miles out would be best, and then going like early in the morning, or like at dawn or whatever.
So then you guys are gonna like hike out there?
Well, we're gonna see if there's horses first.
Yeah, if
and
we can
then-
get horses.
Yeah, do we have access to horses? Because I've got like 10 gold, but
I don't even know how much.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, he can provide you with horses. There's like a little stable outside the thing there.
cool.
The 5 gold coins that were in my boot.
Do something. Do something. And you're humping. All right,
So then-
let's ride.
All right, so you guys ride out there. You guys make the ride out there, and following the directions given to you by Ryan, you are pretty sure you find the location where you think it happened. He kind of describes like some rocks and some tree things around there that he had seen, and kind of shows you on the map. When you get there, you don't see. Actually, everybody, give me a perception check.
Dave, what's thumping? Can you stop that?
It's the asshole's next door to me. I really can't help it.
Oh, cool. They're
Yeah.
assholes.
I could go yell at them.
Yay,
I
college.
probably
Nah, that's not going to solve much.
They're pieces of shit.
You can just put your mic on, push to talk.
I'll forget. I rolled a 1 for my perception.
Oh, we're all rolling perception. Okay, sorry, I was zoning out.
I rolled a nat
yes,
1.
please.
I don't see shit.
Perception.
It's some water and some rocks.
6.
What does Mr. Scalar say?
I rolled a 6.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
So as you get down there, you, Monty, see like you find a spot that's probably a couple 100 feet off the river where you see some like footprints that like kind of scuffed up an area,
Mm-hmm.
and they're kind of like they almost look like kind of long claw, like toes with claws at the end, and the middle's parts are kind of like a lot of the middle area looks like it's been kind of like there was something kind of that would brush around in the middle area, but then you see like at the ends like a couple of toes that come out with like claw marks that dig into the mud and dirt and stuff that you find.
Have you guys ever seen an animal like this? Never seen these tracks before. Been out hunting plenty of times, but not
Nature?
like this.
Nature or survival or
I want to insight Monty saying he's been out hunting. Sounds like bullshit and a half. For one.
Nobles hunt.
Yeah, I have gone hunting several times because I am a noble. I've gone with my father. Just since
Like
you
their
kinda
weekend
asked me
trip.
that,
Yeah, if you want to give me like a nature check or something.
Oh, I got 10. It's probably not.
I'm a city boy,
Oh, nature.
so I don't think I've really know.
No, nature. Nice.
Scalar, Malcolm, you think because the thing wasn't very high, like they kind of remind you of almost of like it's almost kind of like how a duck's print would be, only they're like they're footprints that are basically like the size of like a person's, but like the way like the middle is sort of all flattened out and stuff. Right, that's what it reminds.
It might be
you
an
of.
aquatic, might be a semi-aquatic creature.
Interesting.
A mammal of action.
Slightly terrifying.
That's
Are they mammals or are they aquatic? Are they platypus?
He's a furry little flat foot.
well, I don't know. It's just a footprint, but it looks like it would do well in the water as well. So
Should we
Can you
be
see
on
this
guard by the
How
water.
old are these footprints?
Oh, what was
How
that
old
about
are
them?
they? How old are they?
It's hard to say. You would guess. I think his ship got pulled down a couple days ago. You would guess maybe around that time. They don't look fresh, but you're not positive. That's just a guess.
Well, do you guys think we should check the spot of disappearance, or
Well, can anybody breathe underwater?
Like from where you're at, you can see the water. You're like maybe 200 feet outside, kind of like in a little wooded area, and you can see the water. And you don't see like from where you're at, it just looks normal, pretty much. Like you don't see any disturbances or giant whirlpools or anything like that.
Could I do like an investigation of the area, just to kind of take a look around, see if I see any ship pieces, see if I see anything that looks like out of place?
All right.
Was that Ken saying all right or Tyler? I couldn't tell.
That was him.
Okay. I can't see anything. Oh.
All right.
Curse you, roll
You look
20.
around. You can see the footprints, but you don't really see much more than that.
Wait, was he following the footprints?
No, I was just looking.
He was just
around.
looking around to see like if he could find any like something dropped or anything like
Gotcha.
that.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna start following him then.
Yeah, you look around. You don't really find anything aside from the footprints. Best you could tell, they were sort of facing towards the water, so maybe you're somebody that was standing there looking at the water.
so? Who's ready to go swimming?
I don't swim. I don't like the water.
I can swim, I guess, but I don't have any magic that would assist in that swimming. I guess message.
Wait, do you
But
recognize?
I
Hold
can-
on.
That's you.
Is there like any bits of like fallen tree or anything nearby? Like I don't know, like a dead tree that might have fallen over.
I mean, don't forget, like this river is probably like half-mile wide.
Yeah, and like fast moving.
Yeah, that's why my
Right,
idea
like
is that I.
it's
Sorry, go ahead.
it's like a giant-sized thing of water that had were like the big ships that can carry a lot of stuff
Yeah.
and go up and down, and two of them could pass each other and stuff.
Right. Are there any ships on the water currently? Honestly, that's what we need. We need something to
You
incite.
As you had come up, you saw one was kind of going down the river. But it's
can
like
we? Yeah. If
like
it's
like
gonna
as
be
you guys
approaching
were
that
looking
space.
around doing stuff, like it had gone past, but you saw
Okay.
like a ship had gone past anyway.
And nothing happened to it. Okay, shit.
Right.
Well, I do have phantasmal force, but that's like if something is there. Like so, if this thing shows up, I can try to distract it, but I don't think I could like make a fake ship to incite it out if it is anything.
Well, yeah,
I can make a tiny
my idea was just to try to throw a bit of a tree in it or a log in it and see if like it.
Oh, drop a big. Are we chopping down a tree into the river?
That's what I was kind of thinking of, like just felling it into the river and seeing if that'll disturb anything.
Who has an axe? Who has an axe?
I have a glaive. I think that.
I will acid splash. I will acid splash the bottom to, like the bottom where it's closer to the water.
All right. You guys managed to like cut a tree down and where it kind of crashes in the side of the water, and you guys push it out in the water, and it just kind of goes out and then just starts floating down, but you don't see anything happen.
Oh, we just made debris for the ships. Shit.
I mean, not the worst. If it was a ton of logs, that's different.
Yeah, one shouldn't be too bad. So you said, okay, so just revisiting the footprint thing. So it was literally just a set of footprints going towards the water.
They never got where you found them. That was about as close as the footprints seemed to have gotten. And it looked like there was maybe two separate ones. Like two creatures had been standing around.
Well, can we follow them not where they went, but where they came from?
Yeah.
Can we follow like them the other way, or do they like fade out?
I mean, you could try, but it would be nature checks, and I don't think anyone's even proficient in nature.
Well,
We could give it a shot, maybe, just as an idea.
no.
But if you want to give
If
it a
none of us
shot,
are proficient, no. If none of us are proficient, I don't feel comfortable tracking something when none of us have the skill in any tracking. That's not the way.
You have
Why?
a +4.
Because we're gonna fumble around the woods, following tracks. We're gonna disrupt, if anything.
Sure. Well, do you have any other ideas?
I mean, I could roll history checks. I could just keep trying to study these tracks to determine what they are. If that's even an option, we can try setting a log on fire.
I can do that.
That's
Good.
actually a good point, maybe.
I will wave my hand and put some dancing lights out in the middle, as far into the river as I can.
Oh wait, did we
And they-
did we ever find out what time of day it was when the ship went down?
Oh, he did not. Yeah, we did not say time of day. Shit.
no, he did not.
Motherfucker. Please watch.
Well,
It's
then-
only at night it happens.
Yeah. Well, then we'll set up camp here. We'll set up. We'll set up our whatever, our tents and stuff, and I will. I would, because the way dancing lights works is you can put like one like every 30 feet, I think, every 10 feet or something like that.
Okay.
So I can put lights, like all the way down. Oh shit!
I was gonna
you're
say
doing them like
even
along the water.
what we could do is we could literally just set up camp like a little bit into the woods, because I mean it looks like these things need to come out of the water, and then we just post guards throughout the night and just to watch. Even if we see another ship get swallowed up, we can like see what the hell happened.
Yeah. So I'll just like keep my lights just rotating around the water in this area that I think it is all day, I guess.
Okay.
Or maybe not day. Like I'll do it like for a little while throughout the day, but I'll try to like save my energy to like try to stay up throughout the night.
All right. So you guys were gonna set up a like watch
A
throughout
camp?
the night then.
Yeah.
So where you setting your camp up? Like where you found the footprints or somewhere else?
Kind of
Or
in the woods a little bit, I
Let's-
think.
Yeah, let's try to find like a brush area or some sort of
So we're the defensible position.
something better. Yeah, we're not
all
really.
right, so you
nature
found like a
people.
place where there's like some pine trees are kind of like their branches hanging down, and there's sort of like a little area underneath you think you could hang out in.
Mhm.
It's it's maybe 150 feet away from where like you saw the footprints.
Yeah, as long
Okay,
as, like,
So
Well, yeah, I just want to be. I want to be at least like 50 feet away from the river, so I can maintain the lights throughout the night. I mean, if we're 100 feet away, that's fine too, because I can keep the lights that far away.
you're probably like say 75 feet away from the water.
Okay, yeah, I will. So Scalar is going to find a tree to lean up against, cross his arm, and slide down the tree to be sitting down, and he will just stare at the water. The dancing lights will just maintain. Every once in a while, they'll stop for about an hour, and then they'll start back up again. That's
Right,
what
so
his
give
plan's
me,
gonna be for the night.
Everybody give me perception checks and then a order of who's doing watch when.
I'll take the last watch.
I'll take first.
I got a 13.
The false knight is not.
Scalar will take first, and no, he'll take second and last watch.
I'm taking last watch.
Okay, so during the second watch, you as you keep the lights up, and then as you are keeping them up, you can hear like a ship coming up the thing, and you can kind of hear some people yelling out like that they can see the lights and stuff like that, like from the ship. So you see like there's like a ship that's kind of coming down. There's some lights on there. You can you can see like the outline of some people like pointing out to where your lights are at and stuff.
Sure. I will move the lights so that they are like 2 on each side, like of the river, to just sort of light the way as much as possible for the boat without moving them anymore, keeping them still.
Okay. Yeah. So they're like they kind of shift the boat to like try to keep it like as far away from the lights or in the middle or stuff as they can, because that's
Do we want to stop and ask if this boat has seen anything? I can probably put the lights right in front of them and get them to turn the boat. Pretty easy.
Yes.
Well, we're asleep.
Well, I'm not.
Right.
Yeah, no, that was
so-
like, you're asking.
But is
So
anyone else
as
up?
you're watching this, you start to see the water start to churn,
Up,
and all of a
up.
sudden it just starts to like turn into this giant whirlpool that just starts to suck the boat in all of a sudden.
All right, we need to get there now. I'm yelling up, and then I'm running over there.
I'm up and going.
Up, it's happening. I'm gonna bring the lights. I want one light in the center of the whirlpool as much as possible.
Well, now how far? What's your range on it? Like, 'cause don't forget,
it's 120. It's 120 feet, and you can like keep the lights like up to move them up to like 60 a turn or something like that.
like those would never get out to the middle of the river where the boat was at. Then,
Oh,
like I said, it's like a
it's
half a mile,
120.
which is
Okay.
That's a couple thousand feet. So they're probably like 1,000 feet away. Out in the
we
middle
were a
of the
mile
river.
away. I thought we were like 75 feet away. I wanted to camp like close to the river.
You are
The
that
river's like a
close to
mile
the
away.
river. The river is a couple thousand feet across.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I mean, I had my
They
lights out like in the water at least. But
right.
yeah.
So they were sort of out in the middle, and you could see that they noticed the lights, and
Mhm.
you could hear people kind of like talking
Mic
and
off.
stuff out
Sure.
where they were at. And you start to see this giant whirlpool go off, and it just sucks the boat in, and you just start to see the boat going
Mic
around.
on.
Yeah. I have nothing that would stop a boat. But I'm running over there. That's for dang sure.
All right, so you run out to the shore, yeah. And like I said, it's probably out in the middle of the river, like 1,000 feet away or so, a little over that. And then, like after like a minute or so, it's exactly as the other kid, as Ryan had described. The boat just goes around and around, and then you see like a light kind of glowing out from the middle of the whirlpool, and the ship hits that light and just goes and disappears, and then on the water becomes like calm again. And the boat is like nowhere to be seen.
I don't have any time to do anything.
Did we all wake up, or did
I mean,
you
it
just run
takes
over?
it takes probably like a
Turn,
minute or so for
2
it to
turns.
get pulled down. But like I said, like it'd have to be something that had like a long range to get out to where the boat was at.
How long's the message? 60 feet?
Crap.
Probably. 120 ain't gonna help. All right. Well, guess we're just gonna park our asses on the shore and watch that boat disappear.
Crap. No, probably can't do that.
That's what Malcolm's gonna do. He's just like, there's nothing I can do. I'm gonna sit down and try and figure it out. Use his brain.
Just figure it out. Yeah, great. That helps me a
He's
lot.
gonna sit there and think. He's just gonna sit
Yeah,
there.
I honestly a little bit at a loss because I'm not getting on a boat to get sucked into this thing.
Yeah.
Felt that.
Do we just go back and
and-
say sorry? This is gonna happen. Just don't go there.
Or honestly, if we stay here another day and we're gonna stay here all night, right at the water's edge, and stay right here so we can do something about it. I don't really know. Like unless we can pull something up, I don't really know what's to be done.
I think we just wait for something. Something's gonna come out of that water eventually.
Or it won't.
I mean, okay, we have rations. We can stay here a couple of days, but like we should probably just like maybe spend the day walking up the river or down the river and
Guys, I figured it out.
telling what?
We're gonna make a giant sign that says "Do not go this way."
We'll just get
Cool.
caution
And
tape
walk
and put it
away.
across the whole
Yeah.
river.
Yeah, caution tape the river and just walk away until the job's taken care of.
Everybody roll perception checks again.
Oh god,
For nighttime?
it happens again.
Or is this for like next day?
Oh, Jesus.
I can't see shit.
This is for
Jesus
so like
Christ.
you have. I mean, you like I said, you probably have like a good minute at least to get everybody like awake, and you guys are all standing on the shore watching the ship get sucked down.
5.
You know, and you can hear them out there yelling, and I don't know if you guys were trying to say whatever, but
Jump off the boat. Just jump off the boat.
Jump.
Abandoned ship.
Do it.
Do a flip.
So
Belly flop.
Okay, flip.
you Malcolm, hear noises out where you saw those footprints.
Guys, bad guys, over there. Get ready.
Huh?
Where the footprints were, there's
What are you
noises.
talking about? I didn't hear anything.
I hear things. Just
The
follow
footprints?
me. I need to
Are we
start
not at the
walking
footprints?
that way. We're not at the footprints.
No.
They're behind
Yeah,
us.
you're
Alright,
probably
so-
like 100 feet away or something like that.
You guys
Okay.
want me to sneak up there?
I
No,
look
we
over
should
there.
all just go.
I guess Monty takes out his glaive and follows behind Malcolm.
Then Monty should probably go in front of Malcolm.
You said by
Are
the
you guys just
footprints,
gonna,
okay.
like-
And then he just walk. He goes past Malcolm, and he's
I'm gonna cast false life on myself too. When we're walking over.
Oh, I forgot
What'd you
about
cast?
that.
Hang on.
What?
Hang on. Because it might make a difference. Hang on.
I'm hanging.
Okay. I'm hanging. I'm not gonna cast false life.
False life. Oh,
Your life is false.
you're fake. Fake news.
Yeah, existence is nothing.
It is. Just wait till I start playing around with Monty.
I do not consent to that.
You'll find out.
I don't want to find out. But no.
You'll find out.
No means no, David.
Unless it's
Um, Scalar will start moving in the direction of the noise.
Yeah, right.
Follow me.
We're
Hurry,
waiting for
double time it. And he's like
You
moving.
guys-
He's like moving to move to go.
Well,
I thought we were waiting for Ken. Yeah, we're already in the movie. You said hold on.
Okay. So as you start, you guys just tromping up there? Are you guys gonna try to sneak up there? Like, what are you guys trying to
I
do?
think I'm gonna try to sneak around.
I'll be as quiet as
Okay.
possible. I'll be moving quick though.
I'm tromping.
Yeah, I'm tromping. I'm gonna. I think I might maybe say, "Ho there."
Anybody
No.
who wants to sneak, give me your stealth rolls.
My armor's clanking. I'm going. Head first. Monty's first battle. Let's go.
These players be died right now.
All right. So you guys sneak off.
The blood's pumping.
And then you other guys start tromping up there. As you get, are you just moving like? So you like
30 feet. How far do we get? Like,
He said it was
That's a
100
pretty
feet to the footprints.
Hey, David, why do you have a +4 to dexterity?
Because I do. Because I have an
I
18.
thought
he rolled really high. Like all the
I thought we
characters
were
have.
capping at 17.
No, I guess we decided not to do that.
Wait,
Oh,
I rolled a 17, but then it's a +1 to get an 18.
Yeah, that's
with being, or it was a 6. I don't know. It was 16
There
plus
was
2
some
being out.
tentative talk about capping it at 17, even with
I
racial
thought
stuff, but we
you
even
were
with
decided not
buffs,
to.
capping it
but
at
whatever.
17. So my cap. Okay.
If you did that, then you can put it back.
Yeah, you just pop it back to 18 or whatever. It's cool.
You guys all rolled really well. I am exceptionally average.
I mean, I have really good stats and then one really shitty stat and one that's just like, eh.
yeah. Overall,
Yeah.
everyone rolled really well.
Yeah, I rolled really, really good.
Okay. Yeah.
He had him on.
Go. We going.
So moving in, I basically like as soon as I get within 60 feet, I'm gonna try to say something.
All right. I mean, if you just did like a full move, you could probably move 60 feet total. If you
Okay.
wanted to just run up that fast. So I'll say you guys managed. You get up about 30, 40 feet away from them. You guys are sneaking up. You said around the sides or something like that.
I'm just trying to get to a vantage point. And
I'm assuming they went deeper into the woods away from the water, and we're on the water's edge with the water to our right. So they would have went left and north. That's kind of how I imagine.
Yeah, like around, like out and around.
The tree line or whatever.
As you do that, you can kind of see them like kind of pointing, like a little bit like they're kind of doing movements as if they're kind of like having like a quiet argument or something like that. And you manage to get up within about 30, 40 feet. And then they start to like back away the other way. They're focused on like you two guys.
Okay.
Like they definitely see you guys tromping up.
I just really want to do this. I'm going to. It's okay. It's okay, friends. We just want to speak. Oh my God! Look out behind you! I'm going to point right behind them in the water, and I'm going to use sorcerer point to subtly cast phantasmal force right behind them. And I want to make a giant turtle. You craft an illusion that takes root in the mind of a creature that you can see within range. The target must make an intelligence saving throw. On a failed save, you create a phantasmal object, creature, or whatever phenomenon of your choice that is no larger than a 10-foot cube and is perceivable only to the target for the duration. The spell has no effect on undead or constructs.
Wisdom save?
Intelligence.
I don't think it makes a difference.
I am
basically the same.
I have.
Is that? Like,
that's from the book. Players PHP.
Damn.
So I set my rolls to just be GM rolls only.
Oh shit! I think my save is 14, not even 13.
Damn.
Fun.
Okay. For 1 second, you see that one of them looks behind him, like he's expecting to see something, and then he kind of shakes his head a bit, and they look back. And let's roll initiative then.
Okay. Did you describe what these things are, by the way? Or did I miss that?
Who else has? Well, you got okay. So you guys are within 40 feet. So who has? Because it's dark out.
Oh,
I have dark vision.
Haha, I don't.
I do from half elf.
I also have dark vision because I am half elf.
I don't really have a map for this.
Theater of the mind.
That's fine.
So this one's going to unfortunately have to be Theater of the Mind.
Can we
don't
get
know
our
how to add a
token so we can
turn.
do? Or is there a way?
Oh.
Right click a token. Yeah, we have to do it.
There is a way. Let me
It's
To
a
just
way.
add here.
Oh, I
come
see something over there.
and
That's mine. But
Oh yeah, actually, we could do it that
put it
way.
in
We just
token.
drag our things off our sheet.
No, but it didn't let me put it in a token.
Did it not?
Oops.
Kind of do it like this.
No.
Didn't mean to do that,
wait.
but guess I just did that.
somebody else
Can I
move
do it
their
like that?
token.
Boom! I did it.
Let's do that.
How'd you do that?
Problem is,
You
Bring
drag it off of
tokens
your
over?
thing, get the select tool, click it, and then do your initiative.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
right
do
click and nothing happens.
You don't right click. You just hold left click and you drag
Oh. Yeah, you just click on the thing and then hit initiative. Duh.
I don't think I did it right.
So Montgomery do the
How
four.
did you do that, Mike?
Shite.
You go to your characters.
Oh.
You hold left click and you drag your character off. Just the name, like the name in the character sheet thing.
That'll work.
There you go. Whatever works.
And then you can just click on it and hit initiative.
Yep.
On your
the
sheet.
problem is I have the same quote unquote token as Tyler.
Then just
Well,
use
I have my
zero
name
point
there.
then.
I have my name there.
There
What was my
is.
initiative roll? I lost it. I got an 18. It was an 18.
There's
The
somebody.
Legend of
Damn.
Cryptids.
So do we have a tank? Or who's our tank?
Yeah, I am.
He's our tank.
Oh, noble tank.
We really don't have a range character. Maybe I should have been a ranger.
I am ranged. I have
Yeah,
range.
you're both ranged spellcasters.
Yeah, we'll have actually a fair modicum of control, I think.
Wait, who got an
I'm
18?
stealth
Oh, you did
and
too.
melee.
I got an 18.
Yeah, of course you did. He's a +4 because
Damn, I did the wrong fucking spell.
Those things are weird
maybe you're a spellcaster with
Good luck.
Oh, I
18
got
in
too
dexterity.
excited.
Leave me alone. I wanted to
Con.
have decent AC.
Okay.
15.
You're an idiot.
We good to go?
Hey, this racial bonus. Nothing I can do.
I believe everybody is up there at this point in time.
Okay.
Am I still last? Fuck.
Steve's first.
Yes.
Steve, you're like,
Steve,
Oh, they are
yes.
fish people.
You're about 40 feet away. I think you're just a human.
Yeah, I only have 30.
So you really can't see anything. You're just sort of like following Scalar through the woods because he definitely seems to know where he's going.
Scalar, are those bad guys?
Hit them!
Okay.
Yeah, no, they're no good.
I'm gonna run. Let's see. I'll just run my full 30, so I'm 10 feet
Now-
away.
Also, I will now. It's dark. There's no lights at all at this moment in time.
Oh, so it's like completely pitch black.
They
out?
don't have lights. They don't need light either. So.
I will try to handle that in a minute.
Well then
But
I'm just gonna
they will
kind
have a turn first.
Okay, then how far can I move forward in the dark? Like, would it be half?
I will give you if you want to make a athletics check.
Sure.
A trip through the woods check.
11.
You managed to just get like half your move up.
Okay, so I move my 15 feet, and then I want to. Could I whip out my crossbow and shoot him with disadvantage?
You
I have like a
yeah
little hand
yeah.
crossbow.
He
9.
yeah. That's gonna miss.
Okay.
Yeah, you have the idea where they're at, so you just go off and just fire off in that direction, hoping to hit something.
It's for intimidation factor.
Malcolm.
Where am I in relation? What can I see? And
So
Yeah.
are you an elf?
I'm a half elf.
A half elf, and then so Steve is the only one who doesn't have
Dark vision.
dark vision.
Sure.
All right.
Loser.
So I assumed you guys were sneaking off, that you were sort of going off around the side.
I was just trying to get to a vantage point.
So it would
I was
sort of
trying to
be
go
like,
around the side.
like if they were there, he would now probably be like here. Back here's a little bit is where Scalar would be, and then you guys are probably about 40 feet away, like off to the side.
I'm gonna start moving towards the things. I guess.
Okay.
I'm gonna move like to the edge of the woods, I guess, or like move to where I can get a vantage point.
I mean, like at this point, if you're 40 feet away, I think your thing's 60, so you can see them.
Yeah,
Like,
I
you
can see
where
them.
they're at.
All my spells are like 60 feet. The only thing it isn't is the thing I'm gonna use on. How far away is Sir Morty or Monty?
He's probably like 15, 20 feet away.
Cool. I'm gonna cast a large reduce on Monty.
Excuse me?
Get big, bro.
Large Monty.
What does that do?
A large I'd like a large Monty.
Oh. You all of a sudden grow to be double your size, I believe.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you increase a size category basically.
Yeah,
And
so
you
you
weigh-
basically all
My
of a
weight
sudden
is
become
multiplied
12
by
foot tall.
8.
Yep.
You only
And-
get like a D40 or damage for the most part.
Yeah. You get
Right,
D4
but you
your
all of a sudden
damage.
become like a 12-foot tall.
Or you can resist it and try to fight it.
Well, I mean, as soon as I see myself going up, I'm like, oh,
Whoa!
okay. Actually, okay, wait, give me a second, because I have to like get in the mindset of here, because like I'm in the pitch black, and then I feel a weird like sensation, and I start like going up. So I think
Yep.
naturally, knowing that this isn't happening, I would try to resist it.
Uppity.
So I'm actually gonna resist that, or try.
Oh, damn it!
Wait, hold up.
Con save?
Oh,
Fuck!
doesn't matter.
Did you fail it?
Yeah, no.
Oh, wait.
That's a nat 20.
That means you
Damn.
don't get it.
Yeah, so I
Wow.
don't go
Wait,
big.
so you don't grow big, so I just wasted the second level spell slot.
was
I
like,
love
pat
it!
myself.
Didn't tell us.
Wasted
You
time.
You didn't tell me
him
this,
that
and
you
it's the
would-
pitch black. I'm in the
Yeah.
You got
I'm in
scared.
the dark.
So you decide to try to resist the spell?
Yeah, because I
And he
didn't know what it was
resisted.
doing.
Okay, so you do so. Uh,
And
I love
now
these
these
dude.
guys.
They're trying to grow me.
These guys
Don't
will
worry, I could
start
have the high ground.
taking off.
You would have the high ground.
They just start to like move away from everybody who's doing all this crazy casting spells and stuff.
Do they go in the water or just down the beach? Down the.
I don't think I can grab this thing somehow. They'll just end up doing things like moving away from you guys, like directly away. Like they just start
Okay.
heading off that way. They go like 30 feet
Okay.
down that way.
Okay, so they're not engaging.
Oh, wait, so they're not moving towards us?
No, they're running.
Now they're trying to like get away.
Sorry, zoning out. Get back, you pussies.
Noldor or Uguay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, so where am I? What dot am I? Am I this one?
You were the
They're like
hiding
up
one.
that
You were the
way.
hiding one.
This one? Alright.
Yep.
So, how far away would you say they are from me?
At this point, probably 60 feet.
Alright, I guess I'll dash up to them and just say, "Stop, we want to talk," with my free action.
Did anyone speak fish person?
Depends on what language they're speaking.
All right.
Question.
So you are able to do that.
And I'll do a precision check if you want.
So you can move.
Or-
You can move, and then you could use your roguey dash thing if you have that, right?
I don't have that yet, I don't think.
Oh,
At
okay.
level 1.
Cunning actions
What,
to it.
So you
For
can
level
do
3.
double move, and you can pretty much get all the way right up to them.
Aren't you level 3?
He's
I'm
a
level 1
bard.
rogue, level 2 bard.
That's a good
He
one.
just wants to have every skill in the game and be good at all of them
Mm-hmm.
and never
Get
fail.
all those expertises.
That's the way
Like
to do it.
plus 10s to everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So then you yell at them to get them to stop. They don't seem to understand you.
Okay.
But they'll like turn then.
Mic off.
As you come up, they like turn and they like pull their weapons out. Like, whoa, this dude all of a sudden is right there.
Oh, they pull their weapons out?
Yeah.
Well, we are rushing them.
Yeah, true enough.
Another song.
What languages does everybody speak?
Mic on.
I speak.
Common, Dwarvish, Elvish.
Common,
Elvish.
Elvish.
Draconic. Common.
I can add Kobold and Gnomish to that list.
Mic off. Mic on.
So no Triton.
None of those languages are what they're speaking.
Not troglodyte. Okay. Oh.
So you ran up. That was your whole thing, Scalar.
All right, he's going to move up to where. Oh my gosh, Monty
Yeah.
was, and then he's going to cast Dancing Lights. He's going to put 2 lights, like at like 15-foot intervals, like between Monty and the fishies, and then he's going to put two behind, one behind each fish, and he's going to say, try to take them, alive.
Okay. Wait, so you put light on what? Or what'd you do?
No, I cast Dancing Lights. That gives me
Dancing lights.
4. So I put 10. They're like 10-foot lights. So they give out 10-foot bright light, and there's like one every 15 feet in front of you between you and the fish people, and there's 2 more behind them. So like you can see them basically.
Okay, so I can actually do something now. Awesome.
Yes.
Sweet.
And that's gonna basically be it for me.
Is there
All right.
I'll,
These
I'll
lights-
shout. Wait.
Okay.
Really got him.
In that language, I understand.
Yes.
Yeah, the common they don't know. He'll try.
All right. So you managed to yell that out. They seem to recognize what you're saying. And you're up, Steve.
How far away are they now?
From you, they're probably like 30 feet, say.
30? Oh, shit. Oh, then I'm going to run all the way up to them. Get right up in their faces. And then I'm going to attack them with my thingy-mabob. My glaive. But then I am also going to... Hold on, let me find the name of it. Is this what it is? No, wait. I want to use my maneuver trip attack. So, but I have to make sure. Okay, so I'm saying it now before I attack. And then I attack. 20, does 20 hit?
20 definitely hits.
Okay, then I'm going to expend 1 superiority die to attempt to knock down the target. You add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll. So I think it's a D8, if I remember correctly. Let me double check.
Yes.
Yes, it's a D8. So I get to roll it. So let me do the damage. So I should roll D8. So it's 9 damage, and then he has to make a strength saving throw. Oh, yeah,
I'm going to
definitely.
assume that fails.
Yes, definitely. And then he is knocked prone now.
All right. So you run up and trip one of them.
And yeah, that's all I can do because I only have 1 attack for now.
Wait, did you see my roll?
It's a 9, you said, yeah.
Does anyone else see that roll?
Yep. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you all logged in as GMs?
Nope.
Only
no.
me.
I was,
not
and
in
I,
GM mode. I'm in player mode.
I went to player
I
after I
don't
started.
think anyone else actually is supposed to be able to see that.
It doesn't have like the exact die roll. Like, does it actually? Yeah,
It
my
does if
mouse
you
over
highlight
it
it.
says.
Because it was a GM roll.
That's weird.
Did
yeah.
you guys come in? Did you guys come in and actually choose rejoin as player?
I did that. Yes.
Yeah, it says.
Even for Mike and Steve, we don't have GM privileges.
Yeah, I don't have GM privileges.
It says rejoin as GM for me.
My turn.
Okay.
Then apparently that is not working how I thought that was supposed to
Yeah.
work.
Whatever.
Did you do the whisper?
You can do. You
Yeah,
can do
or
slash
maybe
GM
it's the
roll.
fact that I just did that because I didn't actually type it out, but
Yeah.
that's fine. I'm not too worried about that. So you trip that guy up, and
An
Trip him up.
interrogation tactic.
My turn. Cool. How close am I to them?
what's that?
I said, how close am I to him? I'm like, what, 30 feet, you said?
You were about 60.
I'm about
'cause they
60.
moved. Yeah.
Shit. All right. No. I'm gonna do a little bit of this action. Scorching ray.
Okay. I assume the one that's still standing.
The one that's still standing. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, they're both still alive, but the other
Yeah.
The one that's still
One
standing,
standing.
and isn't tripped. Yeah.
right. Okay.
Stay.
All right, that hits. A 22 will hit then.
I gotta roll what 3 for the 3 rays. Yeah.
I think
No,
each
I
one
think
is
you only
separate.
get
to
Each
hits.
ray. Yep. It's separate.
Miss and probably hit.
A 12 misses, but a 15 hits.
Ooh,
Damn.
big damage.
Wow. Oof. He takes 7 fire damage. It really hurt him.
All right. You blast into him with that. He
Same amount of damage as me casting glaive.
Shh.
okay. He does not die or anything. That's what you were wondering.
I know he doesn't die. He took 7 fire damage. He's not gonna die.
So this is them. The one guy stands up, and then they are both going to once attacks you, Steve, with a spear. The other one throws a net on you.
Motherfucker.
The one's tripped, I thought.
So the spear. Well, he stands up. It's only half
Oh.
his move. So the spear 13.
That misses.
All right.
Oh,
The other
wait.
guy.
Do you know what? I'm gonna do this for fun because I want to keep using my maneuver stuff. I want to do riposte and hold on, sorry. I just need to like actually find this stuff. But I can just hit them. I can just attack back.
Yeah, it's your reaction to just hit him with
Boom.
the extra
You just hit him.
Plus
What?
the D8.
a D8.
Yeah.
Boom. 20 damage.
I think it dies. Holy shit.
Okay.
So he tries
So
to hit.
yes. So that guy stands up with the spear. As he does, he jabs his spear out, and you just go. And you just like impale him on your.
I filleted him.
All right, and then the other guy
Or eating
throws a
fish
net
sticks.
at you
Oh yeah. That definitely
for a
hits.
22.
Yeah.
One large or small creature. The target is restrained. So you are now restrained.
Damn.
So the other guy does that on there, and then he continues 30 feet further to run away.
Wait, how did he restrain him? A net?
Yes.
Casted.
Okay.
And then he keeps running.
Okay.
He's kind of like veering slowly towards the water a bit. You figure maybe next round he'll probably end up being in the water.
Okay.
All right, I will run up to him and attack.
Okay.
Non-lethally, right?
Non-lethally, of course.
All right. You are that hits.
You crit him through the skull non-lethally.
Ignore the sneak. Actually, is it a sneak? I don't know.
No.
Probably not.
No,
All
just
right.
a crit. Just no.
12 damage is still good.
Yeah, that's max damage.
Oh,
Or no,
12.
rapier? No.
Not quite.
That actually knocks him out.
Good job.
Beautiful.
Bank.
So you run up and you like bash him across the back of the head. He's running away with like the hilt of your rapier.
How have I never crit on Oogway? But the first attack roll that I roll with a new character is a crit.
Sometimes roll 20 hates your character. You might like this character more.
How can you hate Oogway?
No, the machine. Roll 20.
Yeah, I know. Still,
How can you hate him?
Oh,
how can you hate him?
it's a heartless machine that doesn't like turtles or mushrooms. Clearly.
Damn,
Mushroom turtle.
tragic.
And the combination of those two is just deadly.
Turtle high on shrooms.
So he captured a fish person.
Yeah.
Cool.
Making fish sticks tonight.
Whoa,
Okay,
hey, hang on
Douglas,
there.
homeboy.
No, we're
I
gonna
almost
question
said
him, but
dead.
we'll take him back. Oh, well, yeah, well, that's still a little dark. Well, let's see. I want to get to the water's edge and to where the boat was, and see if there's any survivors. Throw my lights out as far as I can, 120 feet out from the shore. Have them moving around. Maybe we put a log in there so someone can float on it. We don't know how to do that. Is our trusty log still there?
It's floating.
Well, the log is like floated down the river by now.
Yes.
You don't see anybody out there.
Sad. Wow.
I guess I'll
21
look.
guns
Does it
Is
have
left.
it
tongues?
combat over? Correct.
Yeah, we knocked out the last guy.
All right. So I'm like
right.
Cool.
talk to Scalar and be like, "Hey, I saw you. Are you able to communicate with them or?"
I mean, I told it to stop. I don't know if they understood me.
But you could always try
Oh.
magic means.
I don't have any magical means of communication. Message? I can
Message.
whisper a message to him, but he's got to understand the language.
Hmm.
I guess
We could
when
take him back to
he-
town, and there would be a cleric that could cast tongues.
Maybe.
Well, let's see what we
Comprehend
can do here
languages.
first.
That's even a level 1 spell.
See if your language is able to be comprehended, because I've never heard that language before in my life. So I don't know if we wait for him to wake up here and question him now, or
Let's bring him back to camp. I'll tie him up with rope.
Make sure that he's like gonna be fine above on
Out
land.
of the water, yeah.
Like he's a fish.
Yeah, he seems fine.
Okay.
He
So I
seems
know
to be
there's
able
like
to
some
breathe, no
amphibians
problems.
that can survive for a while, but not forever.
So we just pour some water over his head and he'll stay alive.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, he seems to be fine aside from being knocked out.
Okay, good.
It happens. Alright, throw him on the back of the horse, take him back into town.
oh, what? We're not
Well,
gonna take him back
let's
into
finish
town.
the
Yeah, we got a
night.
long
Let's not.
journey.
I'll point to Monty. He can't see, and neither can the horses.
Yeah, I'm practically the horse.
So between the three of us, there should be some way to, make some lights, right? You have that ability.
Not-
We don't need
Not to travel. We're all right. We bring him back to the camp. We tie him up. We sit him down. And I'm going to sit down right in front of the fish guy. I'm going to stare at him. I'm not going anywhere tonight.
Monty cracks his knuckles and he's like, I mean, not to brag or anything, but I'm kind of tired after my after that wild battle.
Go ahead.
Gonna
I'll
take
take
a
this
little
watch.
nap.
I'm finishing my watch anyway. Still.
Yeah, that was the second watch. So there's still the third and fourth watch. But you were didn't you say you were taking the fourth watch as well there?
I was.
Now I'm going to sit right in front of him and just stare at him.
Well, you're gonna get tired.
Okay. All right, so he plops down and just starts to stare at him. The fish guy's tied out. Currently, he is unconscious. So
Is everyone else going to bed and we finish this watch?
Yeah.
The second watch? Okay. Then when everyone's in bed, I'm going to kick him awake.
Oh.
And I will ask him, what were you doing there?
like a persuasion check.
Oh, I have that. Cool. Boo. Fuck these pens.
Boo, you suck.
He tells you. He says, "We communicate when the ships come."
What? Who's we?
Well, me and my friend who you killed.
I didn't.
That is true, but big scary person. He killed my friend.
Pretty scary.
Monty's snoring in the background.
Massive fart or something. So you two communicate when the ships go by, and that causes the whirlpool. What causes the whirlpool? That's why we're here.
He said the rest of the clan causes the whirlpool. Bring ship to us.
And where's your clan?
Not too far from here.
How big of a clan? And I wouldn't cite that shit badly.
He would say probably, I don't know. He would just hold his fingers up.
His fins.
His fins, tied up fins. What does your clan need the ships for?
We collect them for the money and the loot and stuff that's in them. Plus, people on the water, they shouldn't be on the water.
Why? It's everyone's water.
You don't naturally live in the water, though. Not like us.
That doesn't make it your water.
Our water.
Okay. So have you taxed anybody for using your water? Have you reinforced these lands? Have you done anything
we tax
to
people? We take the ships. That's the tax we take.
I see. Would your clan want bigger ships?
Bigger than the ones we've already seen?
Much.
Of course.
Much bigger. Because we could lead your clan to bigger ships. More gold.
And we need a bigger place to keep the ships, too.
Trust me, there are much bigger places than here.
I'm having another.
You could bring your clan out, and I could show you these places. Was intimidation or deception? Because I don't really have much deception.
It's what are you trying to do? Are you trying to?
Oh, persuasion. This is. I mean, I'm kind of trying to persuade him to like move his clan like right next to Dire Shade so that the guard can like wipe them out. Because like I don't see how we're
being good.
or even like I mean if we can move them to a different place that's fine too, but like if there's another place, but they're looking to destroy and loot ships. That's evil. They're not like I was trying to think of something, but it sounds like they're just trying to. Oh well, there's that.
I mean, it's either someone else kills him.
Right now, the short term I'm trying to do is to persuade him to bring his clan out in the morning. So that we can start a dialogue.
You let me go, I go ask them.
You can't call them here? Come to the shore? In the morning?
No. I need to go talk to them.
That's unfortunate. We'll have to take you to Dire Shade to speak with a higher authority there. Well, we'll see what my friends think. Good night, and I'm gonna punch him in the face until he's unconscious.
Okay.
Non-lethally.
Yeah,
Punch him multiple times.
I'm assuming the first one doesn't just do it.
All right, so it gets through the rest of the night with no more further incidents of anything.
So in the morning, I will. I've still just been staring at him the entire time. I haven't moved, but I managed to still get my rest somehow. And I will explain that I managed to work out communicating with this thing, and it's got a clan that's dragging these ships down to loot them because they think it's their water.
So why don't we
Pretty-
get them, we get
pretty
them naturalized, get them to be citizens, and
I was
Figure it
trying to
out.
get them to come out, maybe, I mean, either bring them closer to Dire Shade to either communicate or at least have more forces to deal with the problem. But he wants to go back to talk to them. Well, we know we did figure out what's happening. Was that our mission to figure out what's happening or to stop it?
I would assume to stop it.
Well, he said to stop it and save any of the people that might have been in there, if possible.
Yeah, which is what I was concerned
about-
about. What
is,
this
the,
would
is
have been.
the little fish person awake? 'Cause I
Oh,
want to ask him about the
who's-
people.
Hey, wait. Who's this? Who's the stealthiest person here?
Probably me.
The rogue.
Thing is, if we try to follow him, like he's gonna go in the water.
Why don't we just take him
And
with
we have-
us?
I mean, if I don't think letting him go is gonna be the way. But I think if we can't either if we don't want to just try to fight all these guys now, which very well might be an option, we can just try to take him back. It didn't seem like it was too far of away from Dire Shade. We can come back, but more ships are gonna
I
come
want to
down.
ask the thing about the people. What do they do with the people that are on the ships?
Yeah, because they can't have them underwater.
I will lean down to him and whisper in his ear, "What does your clan do to the people?"
They make bigger cave so we can get more shipped.
Oh, they're slaves. Cool.
And so they're in a
Slavery.
cave under the
Oh,
water.
so yeah, I'll translate. They've been enslaved.
There's worse ways to go out. Let's get this guy back and figure out a solution to this problem.
So that they're slaves, and they're in a cave where they can go, so we can get there too. Let's lead this guy back. I think our bard rogue should be in stealth, sort of tracking us, so that if we can either just fake his escape to let him go, or just if he tries to get away, stealth guy can follow him.
The problem is I cannot comprehend their language.
Or we go back.
That's okay. We're just at this point we're just trying to find where they're going.
Oh, okay. Reconnaissance.
Do we get a long rest at night too, then, Ken? Or no?
Yeah.
Cool.
So, but the thing is that fish, he's literally just going to go straight underwater. There's no way we can follow him underwater.
Well, that's why I'm going to tell him to lead us to the cave.
The cave is underwater as well, it sounds like.
Well, the people get there somehow, so
They get teleported
I'm thinking
by
there
that
might
orb.
teleport or pulled down.
Because remember they said he goes around twice, and then they hit the orb, and the ship vanishes.
Yep, and then they get sucked down. I was expecting some other way to get to this cave other than through the water. Are there no other caves in the air? Okay. I will.
How do we get there?
Oh, I will whisper in his ear, if you tell me any other way to get to the cave, I will give you a ration. I'll try to persuade him.
Ooh.
He doesn't seem too impressed with food.
Oh god, I don't.
I'll ask him. What other ways are into the cave? I don't think we're gonna.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be.
I'll turn to them and shrug.
Okay. No, I can't do this with the alignment we have because it's a little too.
Oh no, I want to do some fucked up shit.
We're not interrogating him. We're like,
Okay,
if
okay,
we're
but,
not,
like-
if we're not finding, like, we're not letting him go to try to follow
Well,
him. We're
take
taking
his
him
ass
back.
to the guards.
Okay, but no, hear me out. These are just fish that can talk, right? They're not really like.
No, they're sentient.
They're sentient.
Okay, but they
Yeah,
would
if-
still.
If
be-
the
Yeah, okay.
You
never mind.
murdered one. You
That's what I was
murdered
gonna say. I was
the
gonna go cut off
things
one
that
of
I
its
think
limbs
they
and go
are-
put it over the fire and like cook it and sit like in front of him.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know that's a little too fucked up, but I was like, if it's just like a fillet of fish, it's not that big of a deal. But we've established the sentience of these things.
See, you're saying you're the equivalent of cutting off a human's arm in front of him and putting it
Yeah,
over
I
a
know,
fire
that's what I was
to
trying
make
to,
his
like-
friend talk.
Yeah, that's a little
That's what you
too
just
far.
said.
But they're fish.
If you want to try to just get into his face and intimidate it, that's one thing.
Yeah.
Like, you can just do that somehow and use your skill intimidation.
Well, yeah, I want like if I'm just gonna say like be a little bit more aggressive. You're being a little too nice, and like as soon as you start, like,
I have no intimidation. You have to be intimidating. I will translate what you're. I'm just start screaming at him. I will say that you're saying.
I don't have much
say what you're
intimidation
saying.
either. I'm trying to tell you. That's why I
Oh.
was saying if you speak, because you have a higher charisma, if you speak and I can just like help you.
Okay. I'll
So
tell
while
him
he
if
talks
you,
to him, I'm gonna like get in his face and like hold my like blade to his throat, and all that good stuff.
if you don't tell us, this madman is going to rip you apart.
It's frothing from the mouth a little
He
bit.
might even eat you.
Salivating.
Roll intimidation.
All right, try to.
15 is
Is he helping me? Is he helping me
I'll
for
give you
15?
Yeah, I'll give you the 15. All right,
Oh,
he seems a little scared by that. He keeps kind of looking at the blade and then kind of like looks over at the dead corpse of his friend that you chopped in half.
You and your people are in a lot of danger. You need to tell us how to get to your cave.
Can I start brushing the sword along his scales?
He says, fine, I'll tell you, just don't promise you won't kill me.
No, I promise.
And then he looks
Scalar,
at you.
promise not to kill you.
He looks at you, or guy, Steve, that's holding the blade.
Yeah, I don't understand any of the conversation that's going on, so I'm still in his face.
He just. I'll look at him. He just asked me to promise.
No, he looks at Steve's guy and he's like, he has to promise to not kill me.
Oh,
He's the
and
one
he
with
wants
the sword.
He wants you to promise not to kill him.
Monty looks up at you and he just like backs up and sheaths the sword and just nods and then walks away.
Okay, he promised.
All right, he says, you go up here a little bit and a couple miles away from here. You can get into the cave.
Okay, as soon as he gives me directions, I want to take a rope and throw it over a tree, not a noose. Throw it over a branch, not a noose, and then tie the rope to his the bonds holding his arms to his side, and then I'm going to, with someone's help, hopefully, because I only have a strength of 10. Well, I'll hand it to Monty and say, "Here, hoist him up."
I hoist.
But I'll also gag him, I guess, first.
Oh God, it's getting really.
I mean, he's under arrest. I'm not. I don't want. I promise not to kill
It's
him.
like the Wild West.
But I'm not letting him out.
Hog tie his ass. Just carry him with us.
He's 2 for 2 for gagging people characters.
I mean, yeah, you can't really
Gagging
like
people and hate
if you're gonna
This
tie
is an
people
old
up.
lady.
Yeah.
Do we
Fish
need to roll
person.
anything for this?
By nature.
With your strength, you were able to just hoist him up there.
Pop him up.
All right. I'll whisper him as I bring him up. We'll come back for you and bring you to town when we're done.
He does not seem too happy, but he kind of muffles some stuff. But
I hope he's at least like 20 feet up, so that if he falls, he gets enough fall damage to die. I know
Jesus
it's not an
Christ.
evil thought. It's more of like it's a contingency so
practical
that
thought.
he won't try to get away.
Oh,
Yeah.
and just so you know, Monty's gonna go cut off some branches and just put it over the dead body of his
Spikes. Oh, okay.
I was
friend.
gonna
Oh
go
my
underneath
god,
him with
no,
spikes.
that's a little too far.
No.
Yeah.
All right, so
No.
you cover up the other body.
Yeah, just kind of like hide
Leave
it
him hanging up there.
Why don't I just burn the other body?
because that's a little too gruesome in front of his
Yeah,
friend.
that
No,
is
it's not.
very-
Yeah, it
That's
is.
a gruesome thing to do, to
It's
burn a
paying
body.
respect to the dead. Burn it.
They're fish.
You're burning.
They don't burn
his
easy.
Do you know their culture? Do you understand what they do to their dead? Do you know how they respect their dead? I think not. So before you go off and burn a man or a creature that you know nothing about, you should think first.
We're just gonna cover up the body and move on. Anyway,
Yeah, pretty much.
And I'm
All
gonna
right,
burn
so
it
you
when guys
covered
walk
up
away.
excuse me.
and move
I'm
on.
gonna I'm gonna launch a fireball at it when you guys walk away. Burn the branches that are around it and burn the body. And keep walking behind you.
Do any of us notice this?
I'm not being
Probably
sneaky about it. I just said I'm
Pretty
burning the
hard for
body.
you to miss the fact that he blasts magic out all of a sudden.
All right, so I'm gonna go put the fire out.
Let me just continue onward.
All right, so you guys start to head down then. So how late do we want to pick this up next week to keep going?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think
Yes,
that's
next
where,
week,
I think where
please.
we're at.
Because it's
Yeah,
just
this
about
is a good
10. I figured Dave is probably like ready to.
Check out.
Excuse me.
I've been ready to check out for like an hour. I had a long day.
But hey, we had a great session ended.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was. It
Yeah,
Always
was.
a
we'll
great
pick it
way
up.
to end it.
Ken, I'll get you
And-
my character background.
Yeah, then we'll just I'll work on like building all the stuff out and having some more stuff, and then I'll fill in the stuff for people's backgrounds of things that, and then get that info out. At some point, Tyler will have to have discussions on your guy.